Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the crystal Bloodstone, sometimes also called heliotrope. Now this is a predominantly green stone, but if I give you an extreme close-up here, I'm not sure if you can see the little red dots that are on it. Sometimes you can get bloodstone with quite a lot of red, like this tumbled stone here, it's about half red and half green, but most of the time they're predominantly green. Now it's a beautiful myth that can really help you to understand bloodstone a lot more. And they say that originally it was just a green stone, and then when Jesus was crucified, his blood fell upon the bloodstone and left that red, which is the stains of his blood. So this crystal is imbued with Christ consciousness, or that Christ energy. So if you want to learn what bloodstone is good for, just think about what Jesus was renowned for. It's really great for healing, it's really good for altruism, it's good for courage, especially against adversity, and also compassion. So let's explore a little bit more about how you can use bloodstone in your everyday life. Being a green crystal, bloodstone is really good for health, and it's one of my favourite ones for recommending for general overall well-being. Now, a lot of green crystals are great for healing, and you've got to kind of take that a little bit further and look at what type of energy does this crystal hold. And bloodstone has a very Mars or very Yang energy. It's very fiery, so it's really good whenever you're feeling a bit flat. So maybe you've got the flu, or you've been working too hard and you're exhausted. You need a bit of an extra boost. So whenever you need to add a bit more Yang energy to your life, then bloodstone's really good. Now, if you've got inflammation or if you need some soothing, a crystal like Amazonite or amber might be good. But if you need that boost, then bloodstone is going to be really great. Because of its name, traditionally it's renowned for helping with everything to do with the blood and the circulatory system. Also the heart, the blood vessels, your veins, your arteries, as well as your lymphatic system. So if you've got any troubles in that part of your body, then wearing bloodstone constantly, especially over your heart, near the chest and the center of your body, and allowing that energy to go around your body, can help in bringing balance to that area. Now, other practical ways that you can use it is you can actually leave it in the sun and allow it to warm, and then hold it to help with increasing your circulation and improving circulation, or you can pop it with a hot water bottle and put it in, at the bottom of your bed to keep your feet warm at night. Dipped in water and then held against the skin, it's renowned for helping to staunch blood, especially nosebleeds, and just keep on dipping it and keeping that stone wet. Or you can actually leave it in some water for a while and then spray that water on things like hemorrhoids or insect bites or anything like that, and it'll help to heal in that way. Bloodstone is a premier crystal I recommend for bullying, both for children and for adults. Now, how bloodstone works is it doesn't give you this strength because it is quite a fiery crystal, go and punch up the bully and fight back, but allows you, being a green crystal, to have compassion. When you think of what Jesus said while he's being crucified in Luke chapter 23 verse 24, he says, "Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing." And what bloodstone helps you to do is to actually open up your heart to the bully and come from a point of compassion. So it moves you from being intimidated by the bully to actually understanding them. And when you understand them and have compassion for them, they no longer have that power over you. So this is a really good one. I recommend kids can wear it, under their school clothes if they've got problems at school. You can put it in a little medicine pouch, or adults can also carry it for the same reason as well. It's great to meditate with and really understand and go deeper and try and walk a mile in the shoes of the bully and understand why they're coming from, maybe understand their history, maybe they have a tough time in their childhood or at their home life, and so bloodstone can really change those relationships and alter that bullying. Of course, whenever we're working with any crystal, we don't want to change other people, but in working to change ourselves and change our understanding, this can be really quite beneficial in bullying. Bloodstone is a great crystal for victory. Whenever you're lacking a bit of motivation or you're really exhausted and you need a bit of extra oomph, then grab your bloodstone and keep it near you. A really nice thing to do because it connects with the planet of Mars. Sit at night facing the planet of Mars, call on Mars' energy of power and action, and allow it to help you. If you've got a competition or something that you need to win, then ask Mars to support you in this and keep the bloodstone with you until you've actually had that competition or that battle, you've been victorious, and then cleanse it and start again. Bloodstone throughout the ages has been renowned for all different things, for helping you gain riches or fortune, to protect you from deception, and making sure that you have a very prosperous life. It's a great crystal to use in prosperity grids or prosperity creative visualization. It has been used as well to help you work with the elements, and in dire straits, and I wouldn't recommend doing this all the time, it can be used to avert lightning, to summon the rains, or to change the course of the weather. Of course, working with nature and working with crystals, we want to work with nature rather than against it, so that you'd only do that in extreme situations. Other great times to work with Bloodstone and the elements is when there's a windy day. Ask Bloodstone to help you become victorious in letting, a new thought patterns come, or the rain to cleanse you emotionally, and stand out in the rain holding your Bloodstone and allow yourself to feel victorious, motivated, and ready to conquer everything. Of course, the greatest victory you can have is having a long and successful life, and Bloodstone is renowned for helping that. If you're still young, then what you want to do is you want to hold your Bloodstone, see yourself when you're older and having a lively and enjoyable life. Or when you're older, what you want to do is you want to connect with that Bloodstone and allow it to keep you having that vibrancy of youth, and so that you don't kind of let your energy wane as you get older. You have that motivation, you're mentally still there, emotionally still there, and physically still there as well. So Bloodstone is great for all ages to keep you having a long and prosperous life. So there are a couple of different ways that I like to cleanse my Bloodstone depending on what I'm using it for. If I need it for victory, then what I'll do is I'll cleanse it with the sun, because the sun's all about expansion and success. It's got that very yang energy to it, so I'll use it with that. Now if I'm using it to allow my body to heal, then I'll cleanse it with the earth. And of course, because we use Bloodstone a lot for just our physical well-being, if you have been sick, then it's really important to make sure that you leave it outside, buried in the earth with a marker so you don't lose it. So you can let go of all that sickness and that sickening energy before you start wearing it again. When it comes to an animal guide that I like to connect with this, I love to connect with the koala. Now, koala is an amazing animal. It survives basically on eucalyptus leaves, which are quite toxic, but it's allowed to get rid of all those toxins. Its body helps it to get rid of those toxins. It only takes what it needs. It sleeps. It looks really after its health. It's also known as a bit of a guardian of the waterways. It lives near the waterways a lot of the time, and trees there. That's its favourite trees. And in fact, Aboriginals noticed in Australia that they don't drink water because they get their water from the eucalyptus. So they almost have mastering over their emotions. So koala really teaches us how to have, to look after our physical well-being, make sure we eat only what we need and what will do us well, to get enough sleep, to detox what doesn't serve us, and to have control and have balanced emotions. Now when it comes to plants, funnily enough, I really like to work with eucalyptus. Working with Bloodstone, meditating near a eucalyptus can be really quite healing and allow you to discover ways to find better health in your body, or even if you're not feeling well, meditating near a eucalyptus tree and holding your Bloodstone can be good. As well as diffusing eucalyptus essential oil, that helps you to breathe, and it just helps your body to come back to natural balance as well. Astrologically, Bloodstone really resonates with Mars, and Mars rules the day of Tuesday. So if you're going to do any major workings with your Bloodstone, then try and do it on a Tuesday. Now I love working with Bloodstone. It's such a beautiful crystal whenever you're just not feeling well. And because our heart helps us send all that nourishing blood around our body, making sure that our heart is strong is really important for a healthy and long life. If you'd like to work with health and the aspect of Bloodstone in that way more, then I do have a guided meditation for Bloodstone right here on Volume 2, the orange CD, as well as Sunstone, Turquoise and Carnelian. These are all about health and wealth. This takes you on a bit of a shamanic journey where you meet one of your guides, a medicine man, and helps you bring you back to your optimum well-being. You can either download that or you can purchase the CD on my website, and of course I'll leave those links down below. Now, Bloodstone is a common crystal, and I'm sure many of you have worked with it, so please share with our crystal community your experiences by leaving a comment in the section below. I can't wait to be connecting with you all later in the year and through in 2017 when I start my webinar series, which will be available in all different time zones. So please check out those links below as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos each week. I really, it means a lot to me, all your subscriptions and your kind comments, and it really, it's good to know that when I come out and traipse in the bush and talk to my camera for a while, that you're actually watching as well. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.